So he has really been hit hard by the changes to the European Tour structure this year. That's nothing to say that he would have played as well this year as last year in those qualifying events. I'm sure if you go and stack up the averages next to each other, maybe he has played worse. But there is a big difference between 3 events so far and 7 last year. Didn't win loads of games.
Dylan, you require 161.
Only won 1 this year. But he's made a better start to this one than Beaton. Should be looking at the bullseye, or could be. Well, took 59. A gamble. Didn't pay off.
And the reward for coming through this one, of course, a meeting with
102.
Luke the
Dylan,
Nuke Littler.
102.
Treble 14 or bull. Gets the treble for double top.
62.
Now Beaton left himself 95. Could start on the bullseye here. And he's missed it entirely. Can't tidy it up.
59.
This is for 2-0.
Dylan, you require 40. Game shot on the second leg.
They were 2 very well thrown darts, weren't they, before he found
third leg, it's Dylan to throw
tops.
First. Game on.
It's not been spectacular so far.
140. $85.
Wins already for Nick Kenny, Robert Owen, the 2 Welshmen. Mickey Mansell overcoming Matthias Ehlers, and Andrew Gilding coming from behind to beat Johan Engström.
98.
Real beard and fake beard game that our Dutch camera crew are playing there. It's a good one. You played at home.
140.
I enjoyed backstage how keen Robert Owen was to find you and tell you that the 7-year wait was over for a Euro Tour victory. His first port of call after that victory.
Yeah, he's a happy man, is Robert Owen.
98.
Celebrating the recent birth of his new baby and playing really good darts. Winning on the Euro Tour. Dylan Slevin could take a big step towards victory with double 13 and takes it. 15 darter. Steve Beaton's long, illustrious European Tour career could be coming to an end with a whimper.
135.
Not had a dart at double yet, Beaton in this one.
Not many players who've won on the European Tour and hit a 9-darter on the European Tour. That Venn diagram, not a big overlap. Steve Beaton is in it. The German darts master.
45.
And a man who has hit a 9-darter as well on the Euro Tour. Admittedly, there weren't many people in the crowd at the time. He could have shaken hands with every single one of them in celebration.
121.
Doesn't matter. Should be bagging this leg, though, Beaton, to give himself something to work with.
22. Steve, you require 148. $55. 100.
Well, it should have been better, 93. But for that deflection into the 5 segment. But Steve Beaton taking a little pause there.
75.
And misses 2 at double 18. Not going to be too costly yet. But what is costly
60.
Is that he came inside with that second
80.
one, potentially.
Game shot on the 4th
Not
leg.
costly at all.
Steve Beaton. 5th leg, it's Dylan to throw first. Game on.
Well, the Seagull's happy with that one. Beaton picks up a leg. He's not going to get bageled. His Euro Tour exit. May not be an exit, of course. Got to win 5 more legs before Dylan Slevin wins another 3. Did beat Dylan in their one previous meeting. That was on the Pro Tour last year.
$60. 134.
Not even going to suggest there might be some clever use of the board here 59. To get down to a finish from Steve Beaton. Starting on the 19s and bringing in the bullseye. Nah, it's just like 20s. And if you hit a couple of trebles, it doesn't matter anyway.
I rate it. Believes in his ability to get those trebles enough to just keep hitting away at it.
93. Dylan, you require 102.
Now then, feels an important little section of the game here. Does he stay there? No, he goes for the 14. No, he does stay there. Double 11.
91. Steve, you require 53.
Not found by Dylan Slevin. His top's found by Beaton for a break. He is back in this Steve Beaton. A dart miss for 4-1 by Dylan Slevin. And Steve Beaton is now throwing to level the match from 3-0 down. Two legs, one in 30 darts.
60.
That's your 100 average. Maintains that between now and the end of the game. Dylan Slevin will have a problem.
140. 121.
See, there's not a massive difference between Beaton's overall average and his first 9 average. And the first 3 legs, all he was doing was scoring. Wasn't getting any darts at double. Only had 4, taking a couple of them. Is he on the march here? Dylan Slevin having been 3-0 up. Great last start. He will get a poke at the 1-2-1.
94. Dylan, you require 121.
And again, Dylan Slevin misses the double 86. For a 3-figure out to take a leg.
61.
I like that play from Beaton. Gave himself a chance at the double 18, which would have left double 16. In the end, bullseye is missed. Double 7 is not by Dylan Slevin. It is a break back immediately. And Steve Beaton's charge is brought to an end. Slevin re-establishing that 2-leg gap with the breaker throw. Still 4 points back on the averages, but he's been getting more chances, a lot more chances than Beaton in this game.
140. 140. 180.
But he's not going to go down without a fight, is he, the bronze Adonis?
100.
Turned 60 earlier this year, Steve Beaton. Got to beat a 21-year-old here, and his reward, if he does, will be a game against a 17-year-old. No wonder he's thinking about walking away, because these young lads can do special things. How about this for special? Oh, he's busted his score. He has sailed past double 8 into double 11 and busted his score. Slevin all the way back to 127. To the 18s, does he go near the double again? Oh. Wow. Okay. Steve Beaton loved the lie so much. He persevered on the 20s, knowing he wouldn't even have a shot at the bull if he hit the single. It worked out. And there is a break, and Beaton is back in it again.
121.
Wow, this is really heating up, isn't it? Almost 8 points between these two in the averages. Beaton's first 9, he has been superb. And it continues. 2 180s in this match, both go in the way of the 60-year-old. And he is charging. And is Slevin starting to stutter?
81.
Well, the bronze Adonis has won 3 of the last 4 legs. However, he has had to rely on missed doubles and bust scores from Slevin to pick up a couple of them. 62. Yeah, you see, look, 40 years in the game. Why should you learn to count?
103.
Misses double 16, but it doesn't look like it's going to be costly.
Just like how he said, I didn't bank on hitting
60.
that one.
Stevie requires 60.
A 4-4.
8.
You can afford to miss those ones.
$60. Stevie require 8. Game shot on the 8th.
And we have a level
Steve
game.
Beaton.
You feel, don't you, that this is all about the level of Steve Beaton now, because Slevin's level hasn't really deviated too much.
Well, the winning legs from Beaton are very good. He's averaging over a ton in the 4 legs he's won.
83.
But has he got another couple of 5-visit legs in him?
41.
That is not a good start, and he does need another break.
$140. $55.
Well, having fought so hard to get himself back level in this one, Slevin's almost got a free
92.
pass in this leg.
$47.
It's a shocker of a leg for the bronze Adonis. He's just handing Slevin a chance to move 1 leg away from victory in a meeting with Luke Littler in the 2nd round.
58.
Matthias Ehlers, defeated earlier on by Mickey Mansell, now watching in the crowd.
83.
Finally, one big
128.
treble from Beaton in this leg, but it may be too late.
40.
Could use the bullseye. Doesn't need to, won't bother.
140.
Leaves 135. Well, he's closing the gap on Slevin here. Does he force him? No, he doesn't force him to go for the bullseye. Treble 20 for double 14. Brilliant stuff from Dylan Slevin.
Dylan Slevin. 10th leg.
5-4 Slevin. 17 darts are good enough after that slow start to the leg from Beaton. He cannot have another slow start
59.
in either of the 2 remaining legs. And it might just be 1 leg remaining in Steve Beaton's European Tour career. Not
97.
qualified for any of the other Euro Tours this year. Set to retire from professional darts at the end of this year. And there's a big question mark
70.
about whether he will get a farewell appearance at Alexandra Palace at the moment.
$98. $137. $87. $105.
Look at that, Steve Beaton using the bullseye to get to a more preferable finish. Be a strange time to learn some new tricks.
134. Stevie require 130.
Needs that treble. Not going to get a dart 65. To take us all the way. So will Slevin get it wrapped 85. Up here?
To win it. Double 10. And Dylan Slevin beats Steve Beaton. It may be the last time we ever see the great man on a European Tour stage. Slevin just a 2nd Euro Tour win of the year. And the bronzed Adonis departs. But forever will he linger in our hearts. Farewell, my sweet, sweet prince.